Okay, everyone, welcome to week one. I'm just going to do a nice, quick, solid review of the Blackboard interface and then go step by step through week one. You're going to find that 605 is much more open ended than 580, and I'm going to emphasize some things that are essential for you to keep track of. Okay, so remember here on the left, access to syllabus textbooks, capstone resources, huge, very, very important specifically to look at old studies. And then we have our week modules here, places for you to submit your assignments, your weekly journal check-ins, which we'll be talking about in a moment. So again, I do also want to emphasize that there are APA resources. You have your writing studio and your library resources, and this region is just essential. Please, please utilize those resources. Let's look at week one. So you're going to notice a couple things here in week one. The learning outcomes at the top are the same for every week. And let's go ahead and read through those so you have an idea of exactly what 605 will entail. So, first outcome, implement data collection plans from the research proposal. Discuss the progress of the data collection and data analysis with a faculty advisor, including weekly student reflection journals. Analyze and interpret data as it pertains to your action research project, including student reflection journals. Prepare and write an action research paper according to the required structure for an action research paper and the APA style. Prepare and present a report to an audience of educators on the major findings, conclusions, and recommendations for further research and school improvement. So that's this course in a nutshell, and it's extremely important that you just work within the template itself. It's laid out for you. Every single time you write a paragraph in that template, you are getting one step closer to completing your action research project and graduating. Congratulations. For week one, you're going to view the instructor overview. You're going to attend your online, virtual, or face-to-face meeting. That does not apply to you. And you're going to do some reading. The reading is a little bit more open-ended, and we'll be talking about that. You're going to submit your IRB approval and complete your weekly reflection journal. So let's go ahead and look at this week. So the overview video will be here. I'm actually recording the overview video right now, so that would be kind of meta if it was there. You're going to see the same things for the readings each week. You're going to see a note to look at the capstone handbook and rubric. I encourage you, even though it's the same each week, just review it. The more you read the rubric, the more it's going to guide exactly what you're going to do. And then it gives you a scaffold here with respect to areas of the Hendricks text that you could go to. Read chapter 3 to guide you through the completion of your chapter 2. We're going to be working on our chapter 2s a little bit. Chapters 4 and 5 will assist you in planning and implementing your intervention. And chapter 6 will help you with data analysis. Chapter 7 with writing and formatting. So when you come across specific issues, do not be afraid just to go straight to Hendricks. And this little handy guide, I would actually just copy this and put this into a notepad that you can access frequently, so you know exactly where to go in the Hendricks text. All right, so recommended weekly tasks. These, for weeks 1 and 2, this is not recommended in my end. This is what you need to do to stay on task. So take this seriously. Divide and conquer throughout your group, throughout the interventionist and the data analysis experts. And let's go through. These are goals for week 1 and 2. Take them seriously. Strategically outline a schedule. So, prepare lessons protocol for intervention, gather baseline data, prepare data collection instruments, develop participant identifiers to maintain anonymity, i.e. pseudonyms, numbers, letters, etc., all in the Hendricks text. Add some more depth and synthesis to your chapter 2. Note your final chapter 2 is going to have a minimum of 20 to 30 references. Length of chapter 2 will be approximately 12 to 18 pages, depending on the number of students in your group. So some of you guys are already there. Some of you need to beef this up. But basically, this is saying, even though you're technically done with chapter 2, go back and make revisions. Make sure that you've reached this length always keep adding to your chapter 2. And submit weekly reflections on capstone progress, intervention, and data collection. So these are things that you're going to do. These are the tasks for the next week or so. I'm going to be interacting with you informally on these, and it's going to be really a workshop type class. So the reflection journal check-in is where the meat of your grade is going to be each week in terms of smaller assignments. It's very similar to discussion posts, but in this case, you're not going to be replying on Thursday. You're just going to be making your one post, and that's going to be due on the 13th of this week, or 11:59 p.m. Sunday. So although this is a little bit simpler on first glance than the discussions, I really encourage you to read this carefully. There are things that the intervention expert should do and different things that the data analysis experts should do. And this is really, really going to be a tool, ultimately, that you are going to use in your triangulation of data as well. This is going to be written directly into this space right here, not on a separate document. It's going to be something that we all can look at and respond to. Every group in this class has received their IRB approval, I believe. I think there might be one group remaining that has yet to submit revisions. So you know who you are, and make sure you've done so. And all you're going to be doing is submitting the document that acknowledges that it has been approved. So congratulations on that. And we are going to be having some virtual sessions. And these are things that are going to happen periodically. I'm putting out a consistent time of every Wednesday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. beginning next Wednesday on the 16th. If you can't meet during that time, please just reach out to me, and we can do a FaceTime or a Google Hangout. This is going to be something that's going to be very fluid and flexible as we go through this. So if you look up here, it is recommended that students correspond with their capstone advisors 3 to 4 times throughout the 8-week term. All right, I will communicate with you, you know me, every week if need be. But this is the set time when I'm going to be at my computer. So in summary here, you have reading that's more of a scaffold as you work your way through these tasks. And I want to leave you with this. Really careful with this. You ended your chapter 1 with research questions. Now, yes, you're going to be beefing up your chapters 1 and 2, but the goal of this class is to answer your research questions only. That's what you're doing. All the triangulation, all the surveys, all the tests, all the observations are geared at answering your research questions. Do not try and save the world. Do not try and branch out into other research questions. Ask those research questions. And keep a notepad of other interesting ideas that come to mind so that you can offload them there and continue to get back to simply answering your research questions.